Good morning, everyone. Here is a sneak peek at what my realistic weekday looks like these days. I figured I'll make this video to invite you into my day, show you around one of my favorite places in Korea, and also share some tips on how to get started on YouTube as a small YouTuber. As a non-morning person, getting up early is a bit of a challenge, but I try to start my day around the same time every day. One of the first things I do in the morning is to read the Bible and start the day with prayer. It doesn't always look the same. Some days when I'm in a rush, I listen to the audio Bible. I find that I'm a lot more disciplined, focused, and grateful throughout the day when I start it with God. Afterwards, I take my doggo out for a walk. It's not always in this order, sometimes I mix things up, but I try to keep this morning routine consistent, and having this rhythm has been really good for my soul. Today is full-on editing day. I forgot to film making breakfast, but I start my work by listing out specific tasks that need to be done, divided between work in the morning and afternoon. Alright, grab your laptop and let's go break some legs. First things first, I'm editing the video that I recorded yesterday. I'm working on rough edit where I cut out all the ums and unnecessary parts of the video. Then I choose the font style. This is the fun part. I love trying different typography style to give some variety in the visuals. Me working hard. Him working hard. Gonna make some rice cake. For lunch, I'm making tteokbokki, which is Korean rice cake. I've been trying to eat more healthy, so I'm adding some cabbage. My philosophy is that unhealthy food plus cabbage equals somewhat healthy food. Well, at least that's what I tell myself. Then after lunch, I went straight back to work for more editing. In the afternoon, I explored different background music options and made sure the final version is good to go.
One eternity later.
Mission complete. Okay, I finally finished editing the video and it's around 5 o'clock. I'm gonna take my dog out for a walk. Let's go. Alright, I'm gonna go walk the dog and we will go run some errands. Alright, remember I mentioned earlier I wanted to take you guys somewhere? So let's go. I'll show you around. The entrance to the flower market. This used to be one of my favorite places in Korea, and it's been so long since I've been here, so I am absolutely excited to be here today, you guys. Alright, let me show you. Flowers, plants, flowers, orange and lemon trees. This is a plant wholesale market in Seoul where they sell a variety of different plants, succulents, and flowers. It's a sweet little escape from the mundanes of the city life. The prices are also very reasonable, and I'll say it's totally worth a visit for all the plant moms out there. These little bonsais, they kind of look like broccoli or the little veggies that they put on your sushi platter. I think these are called bat plants, right? They're so pretty. Look at how this one's growing. It's got the leaves splattered. Lemons hanging off of them. They don't look right, do they? The cactus. Look, there's a monkey behind it. Got 3 plants. So excited. Yay! Okay, calm down. Hello everyone. We're gonna talk a little bit about how I started my channel with almost nothing. I did have a couple of gears and items already for my channel, but really with the bare minimum, I just started my channel. And so far I have very close to 400 subscribers, which may not seem like a big number, but to me it feels like a really big number, especially with someone who didn't have a lot of equipment and resources to start with. So I want to just kind of walk you guys through what gears that I use and what my video making process looks like. I think if this is something that you guys are interested in looking into a little bit more, I can try to make a separate video in the future. And so let's go straight into it. All right, let's start with filming equipment. So AKA camera. I don't have a professional camera yet, so I'm using my iPhone. I believe this one is iPhone 14. For me, it's good enough. Honestly, camera quality on any kind of smartphone these days will be sufficient enough to get started. You don't need to have all the professional equipments. I think that's more specific if you want to do more cinematography or film related videos. Then you may need fancy gears, and even then you may not need to buy them. You can do rentals. But for me, for the kind of videos that I make, because I do a lot of relationship talks which are more educational, I don't necessarily need the sharpest camera to capture all the elements on my face, I suppose. And eventually when I have income coming in from YouTube, I will look into upgrading, but for now this works best for me. And what I really love about using an iPhone is that the setup is so easy. I don't have to worry about getting the right tripod. I just put it on my tripod. It's a iPhone specific tripod, and then connect the audio and I'm good to go. For my tripod, I'm using, I can't really film it because I have it on my iPhone right now, but I'll link it down in my description below. It's called Lizard Tripod. I just got it off on Amazon for like $20. And out of all the cheap budget tripods that I've used, I personally really like this one. I mean, it's still a little bit flimsy. I mean, it's for $20. What it's worth, I think it's pretty good. It's also got this Bluetooth remote control right here where you can click on the button long enough and then it will connect to your phone. So you can use this, connect it to your phone and turn it on or off. I think it goes all the way up to 1 meter-ish. So it doesn't go that high, but honestly, it's just very basic functional. So if you're thinking of getting something more fancy, I suggest maybe investing a little bit more in buying a more decent tripod. All right, I think the most important part is the audio. This is the most expensive gear investment so far that I own, and I would say it's worth every penny. Instead of telling you, I'm just gonna show you what I mean by that. This is me speaking with the audio with this microphone, and this is me speaking without the microphone. So this is just part of the iPhone internal microphone. When you compare it to the external microphone, there is a pretty substantial difference in the quality of the audio. Back on the external microphone, you can probably hear the difference in the crispness of the voice. So for anyone who wants to start a channel, but if you're on a limited budget, I highly recommend spending a little bit on pretty good microphone. Honestly, any microphone above $90, to $100 range should be good enough. Try not to get anything that's too cheap, $20, $30 lav microphone, because I've gotten those on Amazon before and actually didn't make a huge difference between iPhone microphone and the lav microphone, so I returned it and I ended up getting this one, and I really like it. It's not a Bluetooth microphone, so as you can see, it's not wireless, but it works for me because most of my videos I'm just sitting down anyways, and eventually I am thinking of investing in one of those pretty good quality Rode or little wireless microphone that I can just put on my t-shirt, and those I think will be a good investment too, because then they're portable, I can use it anywhere, and I don't have to be holding it. My hand hurts sometimes from holding it for too long. So anyways, really recommend getting a good quality microphone. For this one, I'm using Audio Technica. I believe the model name is AT2020, but I'll also include it in the description below. And you can also buy it through the affiliate link that I put in there. And a disclaimer, if you buy it through that link, I get a very small commission of affiliate marketing. I think that's what it's called through Amazon. So if you want to support this channel, you can also use it through that link. I think on Amazon it's on sale for like $100 right now. But besides that, I really love this mic. Next one, for editing, I started with iMovie to edit all my videos initially because I have a MacBook. And if you have a MacBook, then iMovie comes for free. You can download it on an app store. It's really easy to download. Just go type in iMovie. And it pretty much has all the basic features, like unless you're like a cinematographer or like you're making really complex films, it should be sufficient for most of the basic video editing. However, most recently I've been using CapCut just because I feel like a lot of fonts and text and styles and design is a little bit limited on iMovie. And so far, I think my last like 4 or 5 videos, I made it through CapCut and I've really been enjoying it. I downloaded the desktop version of it on my Mac, and with CapCut, there's a lot of like things that you can do that you can't really do it on iMovie. For example, like the text style on iMovie, you can't like change the position. So if you're using certain text style, it has to be located in the specific. If it's like on the bottom left corner, you can't move it around. But on CapCut, it's really flexible. There's also a lot of different like text styles and fonts and animations that you can incorporate. And so far, it meets all my needs for my video editing. But I also heard really good things about DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut and like other softwares. So you guys can check that out too. But I really recommend CapCut if you're just starting out. For anyone who's starting out for the first time, my 2 cents is that it's always better to just simplify everything. If you're a beginner at something and you're trying to just go at the most difficult level, you're just gonna get discouraged so fast. It's like, you know, if you haven't ran before, you're not gonna try to train for a marathon. You're just gonna go out and run a mile and call it a day. And next day you can run a little bit more and, you know, pretty much make incremental changes. So I think YouTube is very similar in a sense that you don't want to overwhelm yourself, especially if you just want to enjoy the process of video making. It's always better to just start where you are and not put too much pressure on yourself. So yeah, that's a little bit about how I've been doing my video editing process. And yeah, we'll just get back to the day in my life. In the evening, I like to go on long walks with my boyfriend. Just kidding, my dog. No matter how busy my day looks like, I always try to fit in at least 1 hour of walk every day. Not only to exercise, but there are so many benefits to going on long walks. It's my way to process so many thoughts throughout the day, unwind with my favorite playlist, people watch, and feel grateful for the little things in life. As an introvert, getting out the door forces me to interact with people at the dog park and engage in random conversations. There's always a pleasant surprise when you encounter new people. After we got back home, I squeezed in a little bit more work before calling it a night. Since I'm working for myself these days, I have to be really mindful of my personal deadlines. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be working forever. For any of you perfectionists out there, remember, done is better than perfect. I was hoping I can post this video before I go to bed tonight, but I realized I didn't make the thumbnail, and that's gonna take some time. You know, YouTube is a lot of work, you guys. That's what no one tells you. They tell you it's fun, it's worth it. Guys, this is so much work. It's already 11 o'clock and I feel like I've been working all day. So I'm going to log off. I'm going to sign off of the digital world. I actually need to really go take a shower because I'm like probably a little stinky from all the walks. 11:01. Before going to bed, I block out all the noises from the day and spend some time alone with God. Sometimes I journal, sometimes I pray out loud, sometimes I do both. One verse that I've been praying over is Ephesians 3:20, which reminds me that God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly more than we ever ask or imagine, according to His power that is working within us. This gives me so much confidence that I can come before God in bold prayers and that He is a living God who actually listens to all of our prayers. This time alone with God is my safe space, my healing time, and where I get my strength from. Okie dokie, you guys. Thanks for spending the day with me, and I will see you very soon. Good night.